Sports. Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. They're trying to get to it.
Man, you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running toward the tape. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. They grab the early lead. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football league.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry up. The give is to Williams. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll throw it from the red zone. Dumps it to the back. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, LSU!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. To the air, it's Gabriel. Gets it out fast. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I love how the wide receiver just wasn't lazy in this play because he could have cut that route short, but he knew he had to extend the route to make sure he got that first down and help keep this drive alive.
The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Throws to the back. The quick out. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd short, 3rd medium, 3rd long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You can tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He tries to take the top off. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Just a tremendous play to wrap up this first quarter for the offense. Boy, that'll give you some options as we start the second.
14, LSU 6.
Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Ducks are in the hurry up. Caught in the backfield, it's Holden. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Caught over the middle. It's low. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oregon! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He's got him and they convert. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
You know, we're only in the 1st half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Ducks! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's good enough for a first down.
That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got a man, it's James. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, going up top. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Scrambling away. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 4, the grab and the score.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, LSU, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. From the gun to give, looking for room. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Razor. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Arrow.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon 28, LSU 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Cricket.
He'll pull it on the read. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
LSU 14.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Tigers in the hurry up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle.
Off he goes. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback
Trying to beat the D deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense sitting him on the ground quickly.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. Bringing it back, it's Thomas. Makes a move. Busts through behind his pad. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. He's going to pass. Looking left. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Gabriel. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to slam in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The play action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Into the end zone. He caught it. And he will be stopped short or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there?
And they just decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Complete downfield. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's got it. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going up top on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the comeback is on. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! Somehow, they got up off the deck, they fought back, and they've tied the game.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. And now we're set up to see if they can hang on to this 1-point lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Get set, get set.
Looking to pass, it's Gabriel. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Man, there is nothing worse in the world than that feeling right there. Missing a field goal when your team needs it the most, that's what you do. You're a kicker. You're supposed to make those. Man, oh man, Palmer, that stings.
He's going to carry that miss for a long time too, David. Obviously, the offense and the team put him in a position to come through for them. He's just going to have to learn.